Hi, my name is Omolola Faleye and I'm the managing partner of Sleek Studio Abuja 1, and I'm also the creative director of Pops Concepts and Publications Limited. After service, I'd worked with a project management company. They were into IT and ICT basically, and sometime in 2008, I was team lead for a particular project, and I had a team coordinator. Basically, she was on my team. She walked up to me and told me about a business idea of a particular brand, Sleek, who had come into Nigeria then, and that she wanted to bring in the franchise to Abuja. So basically, the story of Sleek is not my story. It was someone else's dream that I was actually helping her to keep her dream. Along the line, I was pushing her to, fulfill this dream of bringing the brand to Abuja while I was still well focused into my IT and ICT consulting. But along the line, she decided that, she got married and they were to relocate to London. And I said to her, we've just worked so hard trying to bring this brand to Abuja. It wouldn't make any sense to let the dream die. Okay, so you know what, just go. Let me start off, and when you're back, you could just come and continue from wherever. But as it happened along the line, I fell in love with the brand, and I found out that my mentor would say you're either running with a vision, going on a mission, or burning with passion. And so I found out that I was burning with passion for the brand. And today, I walked out of that job not knowing what next to do, because I'd gotten to a point where I wasn't enjoying consulting again. It was as if the brand, the Sleek brand, had just taken me, and I was really burning with it. And so I decided that I wanted to take the business further than that. I went to Lagos to the head office and I met with them in Lagos. I was saying to them that I need you guys to come set up a studio in Abuja, because as of that time I knew that I could not afford the amount of paying for a franchise to come to Abuja. But I just wanted, the brand to be in Abuja. Having, done so much of the brand here, I told so many people. I was always telling everybody who cared to listen about the brand. And they said to me, who else would we give the franchise to if not you? Already you had done so much. And I said to them, of course, I cannot afford it, but as God would have it, they decided they were going to partner with me. And that was how the brand came alive. 3 years down the line, my friend came back, but she was no longer interested. And that's how I got here. Like I said, it was passion that brought me to where I am today. It was more or less, I just found out that I loved the brand. I just loved everything about it. And, I just couldn't do, when you're eating, you're sleeping, you're dreaming about it. It was something that just enveloped me, and I knew that, I needed to just take this to the next level. Even though it wasn't, at a point, it wasn't money that was driving me. It was just the fact that I loved the brand. I loved everything about it. It was very creative for me. The colors, in fact, the brand as a whole, the colors, the products and everything, was what was pushing me into, taking this to the next level. And so I would say I don't regret working out of my consulting job, because, with this particular business, I've been able to meet so many people, help so many people. I'm also actually making impact, with this particular brand. Then along the line, when UWIN started and UWIN was going to start, and I was interested and I applied. While I was applying for UWIN, I found out that there was a window of opportunity again of, since I'm into the makeup and beauty industry, of trade shows, makeup fairs, things like that. They had not started happening in Nigeria. It was while I was researching to apply for my UWIN, I found out that, there's actually a gap in the industry. And so after I submitted my application, basically, I felt that it was time to also, start another business, which was putting together what we call the Makeup Fair series, having a situation where providing a platform of opportunity whereby you have people in the industry, people with different makeup brands, products, all coming under an umbrella to exhibit and to sell themselves. And so I gave, the Makeup Fest series came alive in May 2012, and so far we've done six editions already in several different cities in Nigeria. Well, the first challenge basically was initially for me to have gotten here. I didn't have the capital. Of course, it's always capital, but I was lucky enough to have been able. It was more or less you having intellectual property and I have money. Two of them coming together. I was lucky to have that kind of situation. But along the line, I was also, you still need money to pump into the business, especially in Abuja, where the cost of rent, overhead, and everything is really very high. You probably will still need help with capital, and other funds, basically. And so I was grateful when Urine came. It was an opportunity, and it was government oriented. I was grateful it came. I applied, and I was also grateful I won. And so far so good. I would really say thank you to to the federal government for that, because as soon as the money came in, we pumped money into the business. We had gotten to a point where our demand wasn't meeting supply. Rather, we didn't have enough to meet. We didn't have enough products to meet even the demand from our customers. And so the main aim for me applying for UN was I needed capital whereby I will be able to buy more products and be able to meet the demand, which was already so much for us. And as soon as the money came in, of course, so far so good. At least we've taken off from a particular level where we were, and we've catapulted to a particular level as well. So that's like one of the major challenges: finance, the cost of doing business in Abuja, the rent, overheads, and all that. I would say start from somewhere. There's always a starting point. When my friend was going to travel, I said to her, okay, I probably will start from the lowest form instead of thinking of this big picture. Yes, you start small, you think bigger. So let me start from the lowest part, which was just registering. And at that time it was 30,000. You start with the very lowest form of registering as a distributor first. So you start from somewhere. You have, yes, the future in mind, 5 years plan in mind. Yeah, you are thinking big, but at where you are, there must be something that is available to you. You start from there, because a lot of us don't want to pay our dues. A lot of us don't want to start from somewhere. It's more or less saying you don't want to have a story, because the story is like, oh, I started from here and this is where I am. You have to start from wherever you are, whatever you have in your hands to do, whatever you find available at that particular point, just start. Because I just started. It was just mere distributorship I was doing, but I was enjoying it. I was starting, and look at it. This is 4 years down the line. We can say that this is it. But then nobody would remember that once upon a time I was walking around Abuja with my bag, entering, jumping from here to here, going from one office just with a little bag. And today there's a studio. So I would say start from somewhere. Remember, you need to pay your dues, grow, be passionate about what you're doing, because preparation also meets opportunity. You'll be prepared. You're doing what you're doing, opportunity will meet you. Like I said, we would say that in 2008, I started as a distributor for Sleek. Today, I'm a managing partner for a studio, which is a franchise for Sleek Studio Nigeria. Then I would also say that along the line, I've also been able to give birth to another company, which is Pops Concept, we are the organizers of the Makeup Fest series in Nigeria. It is something that has never been done before. We started with Abuja. We've gone to Lagos twice. We've done Abuja twice. We've gone to Port Harcourt. We're going to Owerri. We're thinking of going to Uyo and some other countries as well. So it's more or less, I would say that so far, I'm still paying my dues. I've not gotten there yet. I'm still paying my dues, but I'm still letting passion and whatever I started with still push me, irrespective of any challenges I face. Why I see this particular business for Sleek is, in 5 years, since we're restricted to Abuja, is a franchise for Abuja. We started with just a few distributors who signed up with our brand. And I would want to believe that it's a growing number. Already, the number that we had when we started is not the number we have now. I want to believe that in another 5 years, we would have expanded so much that the nooks and the crannies of Abuja would know that there's a Sleek studio in Wuse too, as well as increasing our distributorship base to over 1,000, giving opportunities to young ladies and guys who want to sign up as distributors to earn extra income. Then for Pop's concept, the Make Up First series, in another 5 years, I want to believe that we would have done almost all the cities in Nigeria, and also have gone to West Africa, and would have taken it to Asia as well. For the youth out there, it's not all office work. I was there, I left, I'm doing something I love to do. There must be something you love to do. There must be something you're passionate about. Please find that thing and begin to, nurture it to grow. There must be something. You have to start. Because everybody, I believe, God has given everybody something. So find that thing that you are excited about, that keeps you alive, that keeps you happy. Find it, develop, start from wherever. Like I would always say, start from wherever, put it together, and, like we say, the sky is not even your limit. You would always soar. So find that thing, nurture it to grow, and you will get there. Just believe that you also have to be an employer of labor. So you just have to have that at the back of your mind, that you also want to touch your generation, you want to leave impact and all that. You want to make sure that when you leave, people will look at what the work you have done, and you look at there will be a legacy you've left behind, basically. So find that thing and begin to nurture it to grow. Thank you.